This little boy, only 4 years old, rented an apartment all by himself. On the first day he moved in, Jack went to the supermarket and bought 5 boxes of tissues. He wanted to give them as a gift to his neighbors. The neighbor next door was Mike. When Mike found out that Jack was living alone, he couldn't believe it. After Jack greeted him, he left. Mike mostly stayed at home. He didn't like going out. He wouldn't wash the dishes for a month. He made a living by drawing comics. At that moment, Jack searched the room for a long time, but he couldn't find the bathroom. He then went outside to ask Mike. Mike told Jack that the apartment didn't have a shower. If Jack wanted to bathe, he'd have to go to a nearby bathhouse. Mike handed Jack a business card. So, Jack went to find the bathhouse. Mike went back to his room and turned on the TV. It was broadcasting news about a child being kidnapped. Mike was worried about Jack after seeing that, so he went with Jack to the bathhouse. While they were bathing, Jack kept calling out to Mike, because the soap got in his eyes. Mike rinsed Jack's eyes with clean water, and then washed Jack's hair. It had been a long time since anyone had washed Jack's hair. Although Jack always acted very mature, he was still a child. Mike asked if Jack's parents weren't around. Jack replied that they used to be, but not anymore. Mike suddenly felt it was wrong to ask that question. He told Jack that he didn't have parents either. His parents had passed away when he was young. Jack felt that Mike must be very lonely. Mike suddenly stopped and asked Jack if he was lonely, but Jack didn't hear the question clearly. Mike didn't continue the conversation. He thought for a moment and decided not to bring it up again, because he himself felt lonely, and Jack, at 4 years old, must be even lonelier. The next day, while Mike was watching TV, the doorbell rang again. Jack asked if Mike would be home that night, but Mike never left the house, so there was no need to ask. After hearing this, Jack was satisfied and left. He didn't tell Mike where he was going. Mike, feeling uneasy, decided to follow Jack. At that moment, they ran into another tenant in the building. She lived next to Mike, but since Mike had never left his apartment, he didn't know there was a beautiful woman living next door. When she saw Jack and Mike, she thought they looked alike, and assumed Mike was Jack's father.